Good evening, everybody. Good evening. I hope everyone is doing good. And this was a surprise live. And just to give you insight, just we finished the Boolean search mastery, and we have a lot of good people joined in, and it's a exciting day today. And we had a webinar as well. So just wanted to say hi to everybody, and if you may have any questions so that I could address here. And before you get into any questions, right, here is what I wanted to share with. Facing difficulties, facing concerns and problem in your day-to-day work, you should look at it as an effort when you have given the effort and it did not work, rather than you are incapable or you are not able to do it. I am a failure. You never badge yourself like that. All right. Whenever you are facing difficulties, it means there is a chance you could grow to the next level. It is asking you to focus on where you could improve and how you could do things better. That's how it is in this industry. Why people face a lot of challenges? Because they start learning from very normal base, and the market is so vast. There is a lot of competition. There are so many difficulties involved here, and with normal knowledge, when they get in, understanding of the need, how they dissect it, how they find keywords or build the sourcing strings, and how they look at profiles, and how they fetch information, and how they talk, and how they ensure that the candidates that you submit, they may not go outside. And since there is a lot of opportunities outside, how you are going to minimize the chances of your candidate not leaving you. So there are so many things we need as a recruiter need to understand, and we need to follow the processes. And for that, it needs time. Okay, from the day one, if you join, things are not working, it's okay. You got to have a patience. You might be best at something what you are doing, but when you join a new industry, you are a fresher. So when you are a fresher, you need to understand that these difficulties, it is easy to see and identify, because you have not been into this industry, and it is okay. You gotta tell yourself it is okay to fail few times so that you can learn from it, but never get disappointed, never get stressed. Yes, you have been getting paid, and people ask for more submissions, more placements, and more the requirement coverages. So many things people may ask, but you need to understand what is your speed. All right, you got to understand what is your speed. If you want to work on more requirements, yes, absolutely, you can work on more requirements. But before that, here is what you need to understand. For example, your company is expanding their business and they want you to work on more requirements. Yes, you, whenever they say can you work more requirement, you can say yes, no problem. But before that, you need to understand how much of the stress or the pressure that you can take. If your current volume is working on two requirements every day, you could not directly take the pressure of working on four requirements every day. Okay, you could do that a day or two, but you cannot continue with that. So now, if you want to work on five requirements, six requirements every day, it needs to be a gradual process. Okay, you should not be directly jumping into two to six or seven, but you should be focusing. Okay, this week, let me focus. How could I go to two to three requirements and manage your time and managing efforts? Now, from there, slowly from two to three, the next week you may need to increase more submission on three requirements. Now, once you could able to do justification to those requirements that you're working, take another requirement, and it may definitely take a month or two till you progress and grow in your work of handling more jobs. But till that time, if you are not able to take more requirements, then don't worry. First, leave the worry from your consciousness, then you could able to work properly. Why? Because you know the reality, right? You know the things are not working, and you know that you need to improve, but it should happen slowly. Got it? In the meanwhile, if you have any questions, put that in the comment box so that I could answer. And another thing, if you are starting your career, you got to focus on your health primarily. Okay, first thing about your health, and second thing about your timing. Why it is important for health? Because you may miss your schedules of food or sleep. So many things happen in this due course. So have food, vegetables and fruits more. Avoid the oily food. This is what suggestion for the people who are joining this industry. And have some timetable to do workout, yoga or small exercise that can keep your body mobilized. All right, that is very much important. And another thing is about keep learning new information. Keep learning. Don't settle down to the normal things, because what generally happens when recruiter get a job, initially few months they're so excited, they start working so much, they get results, but when they get into certain point, the things they look and things do not work. Now when that happens, they get frustrated, they get depressed, and they look at everyone is doing it, but I'm not able to do it. Now what is the problem with me? I'm doing everything whatever I learned, or why things are not working? Now you need to understand, if you are putting a lot of efforts and results are not coming, here you need to understand uh, the law of what is that? That's a good thing. The law of, I'm going to tell you, if I remember I'm going to tell you. Okay, so this is law of lost effort. Okay, yeah, I'll remember. That's a very good why did I forget today? All right, so this is like yes, law of lost effort. Okay, let's put it in this way if that is not the correct term. Law of lost effort. I mean, what is that? So here you need to understand, if you have put a lot of efforts, let's say if you have submitted 15 candidates, only 2 are getting placed, or if you have called 60 candidates, only few submissions you could able to make. So you need to understand that there is a law of lost effort is there, meaning, let me take you to the example of when lion hunts in the jungle, right? So here what happens, whenever lion goes for a hunt, it doesn't get food all the time, but it keeps on trying. But here, the keep on trying and keep on failing, that is the lost effort, the law of lost effort that sets it to go to the next level and catch the food, the same way as a human being, right? And what is that? If you see, if there's a crocodile of the or there is a tortoise, how many eggs they lay, and how many babies that really reaches to the shore, and how many really goes to the water, and how many really growing is as a big adults, right? So that is the law of lost effort. Now you need to understand, if you're putting some effort and things are not working for you, or what that is what you expect, it means the law of lost effort is at its work. You got to do more in order to things to progress. If you stop in the middle, there is obvious reason, obviously, that you are going to fail. So now you need to understand that whenever you are putting some efforts, obviously it should work, but if it is not working, you would continue putting your effort. Now initially, if you do this struggle, when you grow in your career, there is a lot of opportunity that you can get to the next level, right? So this is a very big and important lesson for you people, so that you will never get frustrated when things go wrong. So that is a law of what is that, a lost effort that is on your plate. All right, hey Piyush, how are you? Glad to see you here. Do you have any questions here, people, before we get into further discussions? Okay, and now, if you wanted to change your career to the next level, okay, if you want to change your career to the next level, at first in your current company, give your best, try to handle as much as difficult tasks and try to solve it. And then if you think you got the capability of going somewhere else, then do that, and that gives the confidence within. I'm telling you from experience. Okay, when things go wrong, do not leave that ground. I mean, yes, if you're working in a toxic environment, if there is a politics involved, and it is a question of your self-respect, obviously. Whatever it is, the environment, you should be living, no doubt in there. But the question is, if everything is good but it is only because of efforts that you wanted to leave, I would say stay for some time and see how it could change your reality. All right, so let's ask a question. Okay, Sachin says not getting submission, sir, please help. Okay, Shilpa, I took a gap of 8 months after 2 years working as bench sales recruiter. If I start over again, can I pick up? Absolutely, Shilpa, no problem. You could definitely pick up. All right. Only you got need to brush up your skills and rework on your profile, and you need to reposition yourself. That after 8 months, are you capable of doing things? If you could prove that within the conversation, yes, definitely there is a potential that you can get a job once again. All right, you connect with us, and I will talk to the people, and we'll see if we can place you. No problem in there. All right. Any questions, people? Do you have any further questions? Okay. So that's what wanted to share with you, that whenever you face any difficulties, that is not difficulty, but the thing is that that needs your growth, meaning your internal things asking you to grow in your career. Now you need to consciously focus on, okay, why things are not working, I might need to learn something. And that's how it worked, right? Because when I was also working, uh, the candidate used to back out. And I'm going to share one of the examples. Then in my previous uh, organization, we were submitting very good candidates, but those representatives were rejecting it, saying the communication is a problem. But when we were talking, everything was good, but those representatives who were talking, they say communication is bad. Now that is a very pathetic thing, right? I mean, you look for everything, skill is good, everything is good, and someone just rejects for communication skills. Now that was a bad remark for me, that your team, why they are not able to understand a good submission. If a skill rejection, we can understand after interview, but if something for communication, your team is not capable. So that was the conversation it was all about. Now we took that as a challenge, and we tried to scrutinize properly and try to understand what kind of communication, what exactly the person mean when it is a communication problem. Then we slowly figured out, okay, we need to focus on people who are primarily like born Americans and should not be in his slang. So there are so many things come in. When there's a problem comes in, you need to find solution within that, not somewhere else. Okay, that's why I just wanted to explain the scenario there. Okay, Sachin says, sir, answer my question. Sachin, you have asked very broader question. Not getting submission, sir, please help. Now you tell me, what do you want me to tell if that is a broader question? I'm not able to go to Delhi if that was the question I'll ask, right? It's a broader question. Now, if you are not having submission, is that a problem that you are not getting profiles? Or is it you are getting profiles you are not able to close? Or you are getting requirements that you are not able to understand? Or you are getting requirements that you are not able to build keywords, or you are not able to source profile, or this rate problem. So many things come in, right, Sachin? So you really need to figure out what exactly the problem is. So you can ask a pinpointed question so that I'll see if I could answer or if I not. Okay. Arfat Rashid, in what area should a company be essentially fulfilled in for one to accept an offer for them? So there are so many scenarios, Rashid, right? You got to ask a candidate what exactly it means. We got to understand, first thing, it is about money. If we are talking about a full-time position, right, full-time person, they look for stability, growth in their career, and the people who want good environment, obviously the money is there. Now when it is a contract roles, they look for money, they look for fast, prompt replies. Okay, if someone is looking for a job and the client takes 3 weeks to give an offer, 2 weeks to give an offer, obviously there are so many companies they take. So here the first comes in, as much as it is a responsibility of recruiter, there is a responsibility of the client as well, that they need to move forward. So whatever the position comes in, if they're moving forward and we are allocating, we are giving offer with a decent money, they generally join. All right. Sonali says, hi sir, doing MBA HR in distance education is useful or not? So Sonali, why you are doing it? That's what you need to clarify. Okay, why you want to MBA HR, and after that, what is your plans are? So without knowing your plans, I cannot suggest whether it's good or not. Obviously, higher education is always an added advantage, though. That's how I see it. Okay. Any further question, people? Any further question? All right. So, yep, as Arfad asked, right? The Arfad Rashid asked, okay, what is that essential fulfillment required? So, first thing is about how you explain, how you put your company and your client's information better than other recruiters. You got to be in touch with the candidates in such a way that it doesn't just feel checklist sort of, but really interested in that person. The moment you change your perspective from target oriented recruiter to purpose oriented recruiter, you are going to see things differently, and you start doing you act differently. Target driven is number driven, purpose driven is emotion driven. Okay, I want to make 10 play submissions in this week. I want to make so and so placements in this quarter, and so on. That's a target driven. Purpose driven is how many people I want that they send me emails, thank you emails, that because of your help, now I am placed and I'm happy. Now, how many such email you wanted to see? Why don't you just change, take your perspective or focus from submission numbers to how many people that can thank me because I did something, because that feels good. Now focus on that feeling and work for that, and you will see things are changing for yourself. All right, that's what one of the things I would suggest, and that's what we were discussing today. All right. Hey Shubham, how are you? Good to see you here, man. Good to see you. Very good. So, yep. Rashid says, Sir, nowadays a candidate usually gets many offers before his notice period ends. How can we make sure so keep a hold of him with the offer we have for him? Yeah, that is the primary problem, Rashid. That's what everyone is facing, right? Now, before we need to understand that as a company, we could do so much only. Okay, money part, benefits, and what are the other flexibility that we can provide as a company. That is the only way how we could able to hold those people. When someone has 4 to 5 offers, and if we as a company could able to show that the flexibility that can help the person grow, or focus on their personal life and professional life, you have benefits, other benefits, and your position is literally helps the person to grow in the career. And before you pitch any of these advices, right, you need to ask the candidate what exactly the person is looking for in any job opportunity. If they say I'm only money oriented and I'm going to leave whoever pays me more, then what is that you're going to answer for that? If you do not pay more, someone else pay, and that person leave, and that if that someone else pay, the person leaves that company as well. So that's how it is. Okay, yeah, this is the bigger challenge happening at this point of time. And the best thing is about move faster with your offers and explain the candidate what are the benefits you are offering, and what are the flexibilities, and how the person can definitely enjoy working with your organization and your client. That's what we got to put into the place. Okay, yes. All right, you have any other question, people? Any other question? Perfect. Okay. Now, I just wanted to come and say hi to you people. And yeah, today I was sharing one of the videos, right? Wisdom video, if you have watched or not. So that was something I felt during my meditation, and I thought, okay, why shouldn't I share with you people? All right. So here, like as an individual entity, when we see and when we think ourselves as a part of a bigger universe, and the way smaller cells work together to make an individual human being. Now every individual human being and every individual creation could be like a cells to a bigger universe that exists, right? How beautiful it is. That was what the wisdom I got from somewhere, and I thought I should share that with you. So anything that comes into my mind, and during my meditation, I would be sharing with your people, so that you not only grow with your skills but with your wisdom as well. All right, Sonali says, I'm working as a developer now, but I'm not interested in coding. Shall I start my career as HR recruiter with low package? Give me some tips. Does MBA HR has a future? How to start MBA HR as a career? Yes, Sonali, definitely. I mean, if you don't love coding, then do not do it. In fact, for every people, right? In fact, for everybody, anything that you don't love, please don't do it. We have done one single life, and very few years where we are going to live energetic. If we are at 55, right, 60, everything has gone. Now if you are at 35, and let's talk about 50. 50 is pretty old, right, at this point of time. Now 15 years that we have within, where we want to prove. And do you want to see yourself as just like a, you are not interested in doing any something and you are still working there? We don't want to be. So in 15 years, if we are sleeping one third of a day, so we are talking about we are sleeping 5 years, so only 10 years in hand. So in 10 years we have our daily chorus, and we have uh, what, watching TV, mobile, everything goes in, and working as well, right? Working is like one third. So it's like from 10 years to remove that 3 4 years, there 6 years left. Now if you do that equation, we have only few years in hand. Then why don't we just live doing what we love? Sonali, I hope I answered your question, right? Yeah. So the realization what has happened is, what the best thing is, here two things, people. Okay, people say that you love what you do. Okay, something like the Sonali's case, right? She wants to make money, she wants to have a living, and she doesn't like coding. Okay, that's the one way. And other thing, they say that you love what you do. How you love what you do when you don't love what you do, right? But here is what I would say: once you think that how the person, make the person feel your love through the outcome, that what you are doing, that's it. That's what it is required. Let me reframe it once again. Don't do what you love, meaning, as we heard, right, love what you do and do what you love. So either way, let the person feel the love after experiencing your output. That should be your focus, whether you love it what you do, or you don't love it what you do. But you ensure that the person who is going to experience the outcome of what you are doing, if they can experience your love, that's it, you are on the right track. Okay, that's what would be my suggestion is, because so many things that we do, we don't love it, right? But still we got to do it. How? If we have an intention to give love and experience, make someone experience the best, the most, then we do it. And that's how it all flows. Let the love flow through your work. That's what my suggestion is. Don't stop your love or your positivity at your work, but let it flow through it. Okay, very good. Yes, hi Suman, I'm a housemaker. Can I start my career as a recruiter? Absolutely, 100% you can do that, as long as you have a good communication and you have a zeal to learn new things. Okay, all right, my audio is off. No, man, my audio is on. My audio is okay. Can you hear me now? Is it all good, people? Might be you got a check from your end, Ashu. Mine is clear here. Okay. Muzaffar says, Sir, I want to start my career in USIT recruiter. Is it okay to me for future? Please help me out. Absolutely. It is very good. If you start, initially you may feel little bit difficulties, because it is in every industry. If you want to work in MNCs, if you want to experience the corporate culture, if you want to work 5 days, if you want to make salary, incentives, perks, commissions, this is the right industry. Now, if you want easy and more money, I don't know where exactly it is. But if you're ready to take challenge and you want to make more money, welcome. Okay. This is what my suggestion is going to be, my friend. All right. Any further question, people? Okay. Narmada asks, okay, how to identify candidates' interest level for the particular job. Now, candidates' interest level depends on multiple things, right? Now, here, first thing you need to ask the candidate, since how long the person is looking for a job. If the person is looking for a job since long time, then you need to understand that the person is jobless and they need money, and the interest level would be how fast you are going to help the person get the job. That is the first thing. And before you close the candidate, you definitely going to ask, what is that you're going to do? Let's say you are talking to John, you definitely going to ask, right? John, if I ask you to rate yourself out of 10 about your interest level on this particular job, where exactly you're going to rate? You ask for rating for technical skills or anything else, but use this technique, okay, this pitch when you talk. John, I want you to rate your interest on this job out of 10. 1 being not at all interested, 10 being I am super excited. Now that will tell you uh, the temperature of the person, where exactly they want to be. Okay. All right. What else? Did I answer your question, Narmada? Sir, these days, as you are well aware of, the demand of recruiter is at full pace, and we are being constantly reached by HRs for other opportunities. What things should be put into consideration before moving ahead? Okay. Now, uh, yeah, Rashid, there is a lot of demand for good recruiters. Okay. I'm looking for senior software engineer, automation 85. Okay. So here, yes, I'm answering uh, Rashid's question. Okay, so there are a lot of opportunities coming in. How I should be moving forward? There, don't move forward just because there are a lot of opportunities coming. Okay, have a reasonable reason before you move into different industry or changing your company. If you are doing good and if you have a target, or if you think a good potential of your career in your current company, don't just change for others, for other call. Now moreover, if there are so many recruiters are calling you, it means you might have put your resume outside looking for a job. So if that is what something, then definitely you need to check something, that what made you at the first to put your job excuse me excuse me. All right, what made you to market your resume? If there is a reason for marketing your profile, and definitely you see if something is helping you to overcome that issue, then take the other job, Rashid. That's what I would suggest. So just for the passing time, don't waste recruiters time, neither waste your time. Okay. Yeah. Pankaj says, now, as a recruiter, what is the highest income can generate as per time spent in this industry? So here, Pankaj, people are making more than 1.5 lakhs, 2 lakhs as salary, and more than 1 lakh, 2 lakhs as a incentives. Okay, that's what it is. There is no limit on this. There might be limit on the salary, but there is no limit to the incentive. It's an incentive-driven industry. Muzaffar says, Sir, how much money a US IT recruiter can make if he has zero experience? Okay, zero experience, it's like a fresher, right? So if someone goes as a fresher, it may start with 8,000, 12,000, 15, 20, 22, 25. So 25, 22, 20, those are what the trained freshers, not zero. Like some directly out of college and I want to be recruiter, because they need to spend time training and giving all these things, right? So if you spend your time learning and making yourself capable before you go for training, you can expect more money, or else you have to compromise on whatever the companies are paying. All right, so that's how it is. Okay, what else? Do you have any further question, people? Yeah, we have spent half an hour here, and I hope it was productive conversation and you found value out of it. All right, if you have any questions, anything, check out other videos, and there we have a phone number of our team, and you can definitely reach out to us. So before you start your career, and if you want to continue your learning, right, if you want to improve, you can start with reading the book Nail the Deal, which is currently out of stock, but definitely it is going to be refilled. So start with reading it so that you will have a bigger perspective and you understand where exactly things are missing. All right, that is going to give you a lot of energy and confidence in how you look at things and what are the things that needs to be executed. Got it, people? All right, so nice Sunday. I wish you good night and thank you so very much for being here. And definitely, I'll see you one more time. Let's say, okay, there is one more question from Rashid that I'm quite satisfied with my current job in terms of salary, placements, work environment, but my company lacks in providing proper growth as per the experience. Yeah, if growth is something, Rashid, that you're looking for, definitely you got to change the company then. Yeah, if that's what it is, right? The growth is something. Talk to your management before you leave. Say, this is what I have been doing and this is what I'm looking. If you do not see that I deserve this here, or if I do not get it, and definitely I'll look for job outside. Now then you take a decision. Okay, don't asking you are not ask don't asking what is that I'm telling. Yeah, without asking your management first, do not leave the company. What if they have a bigger plan for you? All right, talk to your management properly, share that information, that this is what my expectations are, and do you think this is what I'll be? And they say, if the 6 months down the line we have something, then stay there and see how it is going, then you leave. All right, don't just leave the company like that. All right, I hope I answered your question, Rashid. Thank you so much, people, and I wish good night, and we'll see you once again. And I'm feeling a little bit drowsy today. I do not know why. And let me take a nap. And I wish you a good night as well. All right. If you have any question and you're watching a replay, put that in the comment box, and I'll reply to you back. And thank you so much for being here and supporting and being. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe to it. And once again, everybody, good night and God bless you, people. And I love you. Take care, everybody. Take care.